Hey guys, I'm Melchi and welcome back to my channel. Are you fed up with people taking advantage of you? Are you tired of peers, friends, and family members demanding your time and just expecting you to give it to them? Stop being a people pleaser and learn how to say no without feeling guilty. You're either consciously saying no to the things that don't matter, or you're unconsciously saying no to the things that do. So figure out which activities you want to do and which ones create more time, results, or satisfaction tomorrow, and say yes to those and no to the others. Anytime you say yes to one thing, you're simultaneously saying no to something else. Rory Vaden gives us a clear picture of how we try to escape using the word no. Most of us have a tremendous fear of saying no. In fact, in most cases, you're outright terrified of uttering the word no. You compromise so much of your life simply because you don't have the courage and the strength to say no. So you try to escape with maybe. Maybe it is definitely indefinite. Maybe is unsure, uncertain, uncommitted, unremarkable. Maybe keeps you stuck. Maybe means you're not moving toward what is in front of you, and you're also not moving toward something else. Maybe always and only means you're moving backward. Furthermore, allowing other people to live in maybe is a disservice. You're allowing them to be a maybe means you don't care enough about them to help them commit to a direction. Powerful people do not live with maybe. A yes is great. Yes is a beautiful word, but so is no. No is strong. No is clear. No is resolute. No allows others to move on with their lives, and beyond that, no helps bring another person closer to a real yes. But maybe is unacceptable. A powerful person knows that there's emotional energy tied up in any unmade decision. A multiplier knows that you can't accomplish greatness with kind of, sort of, maybe. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Quit living in maybe. Research from the University of California and San Francisco shows that the more difficulty you have saying no, the more likely you are to experience stress, burnout, and even depression. Saying no is indeed a major challenge for most people. So how can you develop the skill of saying no? I came across an interesting article on Forbes by Travis Bradbury titled An Art of Saying No, which suggests 5 tips on how to say no. First, find your yes. Before you can improve your ability to say no, you must first understand what you're saying yes to when you say no. You see, every opportunity you turn down with a no is really saying yes to something else. Something you'd rather do or something more important to you in the long run. You won't be able to say no when the pressure is on unless you know exactly what you want. Think of your yes when you're under pressure to say no. Secondly, sleep on it. Even if you want to say yes, and especially if you have doubts, ask for a day to think about it before responding. It will be much easier to say no once you've considered all of your commitments and whether the item in question is a feasible addition to your schedule. This will also give you the opportunity to think about the best way to say no. Thirdly, sandwich the no between two yeses. Sandwiching a no between two yeses makes your no more appealing. It's also a great way to explain what you've already committed to. For example, let's say a friend whom you haven't hung out with in a while asks you to hang out with them, but you promise to attend a family dinner. Explain that to your friend, which is the first yes. Then let that person know how this family dinner prevents you from hanging out with them. Then no. And finally ask them how you can make it up to them and potentially schedule another date. The final yes. Fourth, make sure you're actually saying no. Make no mistake, no is a strong word that you should not be afraid to use when it comes to saying no. Avoid phrases like, I don't think I can, or I'm not sure. Using limp phrases instead of saying no is frequently interpreted as a yes. When the time comes to say no, just say no. Fifth, be prepared to repeat yourself. If you say no and the other party responds by saying no again, the best thing you can do is repeat yourself. This is much easier to do when you're aware that it is frequently required. You may have to repeat yourself more than once in some cases. If you provide an explanation with your initial response, you can repeat it or simply say no again. Don't put yourself in a bind by attempting to explain yourself further. It is your right to refuse any request, and you will frequently need to be firm in order for your intentions to be understood. To a multiplier, the question is, am I saying yes to the things that create more time tomorrow, and am I saying no to the things that don't? Saying no to a new commitment honors your existing commitments and allows you to succeed. Saying no can certainly open doors. Bye for now and see you next week.